Hey guys, it's J19 brought to you in our live stream, and yes, we are back with another episode of J19's gaming podcast, number 6, I believe. And tonight's goal is we're going to talk about my thoughts, my impressions. I do have an open party chat for a friend of mine. He's going to join me whenever he gets on. So if he happens to come on in, excuse like the transition as we continue to talk about it. So before we begin, though, if you guys want more, Summer Games Fest, State of Plays, gaming news in general, I'll try to upload these as much as I can. There's going to be some more gaming news coming just a few days from now. Like I got a couple of them I'm interested in, 3 of them actually. So I'll keep that in mind. So if you want more, like, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell notification, say no if I want to go live or upload my next video. When I said I'm gonna do a couple of things, if he happens to come on in, I'll tell him we're streaming right now, and I'll let you guys come on in and get settled, and we will get started with the topics for today. We are live, by the way.
Oh, nice. I just got here.
Yeah, I told people who are watching, either after this or live right now, there's nobody really here yet. But yeah, I told him that my friend of mine be here soon, and here he is, guys. Ari is here. He's ready to roll. We're going to talk about our thoughts and impressions of the Summer Games Fest. We're also going to be talking about some gaming news we have heard today, yesterday, yada yada, so on and so forth. So, and what we are looking forward to the next couple of game shows are coming up. So stick around for that. We have more to talk about during the stream, during this podcast, if you will. I'm gonna do a couple of things, get things set up, and he can introduce himself. And then if he wants to start off with his impressions of Summer Games Fest, what really popped out at him, what he didn't like about it, and I'll answer it after I get done.
Just someone who plays games, and honestly, the whole event was good, other than like the last little bit. But like after they showed off like all the big games, there was like towards the end there were some games that weren't that great, but otherwise it was good.
That's nice. Is there any games that popped out at you that you said this is a must-buy for me?
Just about everything there.
Just about everything there. Yeah, Ari here, he really liked the showcase. As we was watching it live, I mean, me and him on the voice chat, if I get a PC rig, we're able to have a better setup. I wanted to start streaming live events, but right now, just streaming off my PS5. So we're gonna do our thoughts and impressions like this until I get a PC rig. But until then, yeah, it was a fun showcase. Did I like it? Yeah, I liked it. There was a lot of games there that I was like, you know what? A lot of people probably say, it's not anything I want yet. But you know what it was? It was games that are interesting. The artwork was fantastically done. I could see like the heart and soul and like the developers put into it. Like Callisto Protocol, that stood out to me the most. Also, Modern Warfare 2, the Call of Duty game. I was about done with Call of Duty, but the lighting, the gameplay looked fun. They look like they put a little bit more effort into this Call of Duty, make it more realistic. Especially with like the blood splatter on the walls and stuff. It's like, man, they took time and critique a few of the things that other Call of Duties lacked. Like details and stuff like that. I thought that was fantastic. The only one that really popped out at me was, I forget what the name was, but it had, what was it, Chris Rogers and Troy Baker as like the voice actors for like the 2 characters. It's kind of like a survival thriller type space horror game. I thought that was really neat. Like having those 2. Like, if you guys don't know who Chris Rogers is, I think I'm saying his name right. I know it's Rogers' last name. He is the voice actor for Arthur Morgan on Red Dead Redemption 2. Troy Baker, if you guys don't know who he is by now, time to come out from the rocks. He is a famous voice actor for a lot of games, but he's mostly famous for Sam on Uncharted 4, and he's also famous for Joe Miller on The Last of Us 1 and 2. So definitely highly respected voice actor, and it was shocking to see him and Rogers be like teamed up together. Like that was a unique pairing. Other than that, I think everything is fine. I missed like the last 15 minutes, but the Last of Us remake probably stole the show for me, even though it was leaked earlier because somebody at PlayStation leaked it. Oops. And what's funny about Neil Druckmann is he actually said, "Oh, if PlayStation wants to like allow us to leak my game I'm working on, we could do it." It was like a little bit of prod towards, hey, you leaked my game, dang it. I thought it was pretty neat. Alright, now I think Summer Games Fest, we'll talk about what we liked about each game. We did kind of say that about Modern Warfare, but we'll go in details on the games that really highlight to us. What we didn't like about the show, we'll go further in that. I don't want to end the Summer Games portion too soon with some things we can talk about, as I'm still finishing up here. But I want to get my thoughts out there real quick.
Do you have a list of all the games?
I can look it up real quick.
I'm still on the same game I've been on all day, man. They released the demo for this yesterday, and that's all I've been on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's good. I'm glad you found something you like. Yeah, hang on, chat. Let me, if you're watching this at a later date, I'm going to look up the list of games we need to see. Trying to think here. Okay, let's see. Summer Games Fest 2022. I'm gonna say list. List of announcements. Here we go. Let's see. Let's see. Not the 5 best. I need the full list. Every major review announcement. Every announcement. Here we go. Not only Dragon Shorts, but okay, we got. Oh, Fort Solace. Fort Solace is the one with Troy Baker and Roger Clark. Okay, Roger Clark. Excuse me, guys. I had it all wrong. It's Roger Clark. That one really was interesting because they chose those two voice actors to be in it together. Yeah. Let me send you the link to these games as well. All right. Okay, since I got the list, I'm going to finish up here real quick, chat, and then we'll get going. This is the only thing about just making sure everything's like set and stuff. Oh my goodness, like, alright. those of you who are still being patient with me, I apologize. I hope when I get a PC, I can just get this stuff done. Like maybe before stream, maybe just send out like a link or something. Say, hey, I'm going live in like just a minute. All right, let's talk about the list of games. I'm gonna pull it up real quick. Of course, gotta reload everything. Alrighty. Okay, we got. Oh yeah, Naughty Dog. Yeah, Naughty Dog also Neil Druckmann. He also talked about the first concept art for a Last of Us multiplayer game. It was supposed to be factions too, but it became a big, ambitious game. So to turn it into like a major title. So and it's a lot. It's one of Sony's live service games. So think of like Neil Druckmann's team. Well, not like he's working on it, but like the main cast working on like the Last of Us story. Picture that with online multiplayer functionality, live service game. That's what it's going to be. So if you guys like factions, you'll probably like this game. It's almost like an open. They didn't really say open world, but he said this thing is bigger than any of the games that they made of like the Last of Us Part 2. So it's way bigger than that. So it's like it's impressive. I was really shocked by that. What else we get? We got Aliens Dark Descent. It looked interesting. At first, I thought it was the Call of Duty game, the Modern Warfare 2, at the start. But then I said, wait a minute, are they showcasing like zombies or infected mode or something? I don't know. Haven't played a Modern Warfare 2 game in so long. So it's like, what is this? And it ended up being Aliens. It was interesting at first, but then seeing how the gameplay plays, I'm not sure. It's a toss up. It's interesting, seeing a game like that, but might need to see more. Other than that, it was okay. Like it was interesting. What do you think of that? What do you think of that and the Fort Solis, and then the Naughty Dog multiplayer game announcement?
I don't know. I think it'll be an interesting multiplayer game for sure. I don't really know much about it.
Mm-hmm.
As far as was it the Aliens game though?
Yeah.
Like I don't know. The gameplay did look good, and if the game actually looks that good, that's really really good.
Oh, so you actually liked it, huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's good. To me, it just.
See more.
Yeah, like I do want to see more. I'm not like enthused by it. Like I do like I used to watch Aliens movies back in the day, and it was good. Like, and I heard Alien Isolation is really good. It's a pretty good horror game. But yeah, I'm very interested in those two a little bit. What do you think of Fort Solis with Troy Baker and Roger Clark? It was a space horror game. Like they had it was like a thriller.
Honestly, that game I don't remember that much of, but there were so many games.
Right. If you need to, Ari, I do have a good memory. So like a lot of trailers I can like picture in my head what it was about. If you need to, if you have to mute yourself, like look up the trailer real quick. It wasn't that long. It was like a minute or two. But yeah, it was a space horror thriller featuring those two guys, and there's a lot of I'll say this real quick. A lot of people didn't really like the Summer Games Fest because it felt like there's a lot of like space horror focused themed Summer Games Fest. So like they had some different games in there, like Modern Warfare and stuff, but a lot of it was like a like not really sci-fi, but like a space horror feel themed Summer Games Fest.
It was this game, the game that I thought was the next Dead Space.
Oh, yeah, it was. I remember that now. So.
I mean, yeah, looks interesting. I wonder if they're gonna go for more, like, more gameplay or more like combat. or more combat focused, or if they're gonna go with like just running from everything.
Yeah, yeah. That'd be interesting for sure. Uh, what else? We got. Oh yeah, yeah. That was Oh, the Modern Warfare 2 gameplay video shows 8 minutes. It was a dark water level playthrough. It was in a dark water level.
That was that was amazing.
Yeah, the detail I also like too. I mentioned it to Ari during stream. As like, if you look at the rails, you know how when it rains so hard, like stuff like that's round cylinder like that, like rain likes to like roll right off there. It was showing that, like it was showing the rain rolling off the rails. I was like, man, that's really good, super good detail of that. Most Call of Duty games don't really, as far as I know. I know I haven't played a whole lot of them, but other than the old ones. It didn't. That was like the first detail I saw in a Call of Duty game. It's like in gameplay, by the way. That was impressive. Um, let's see. We'll save the leaked game towards the end. Talk about our
Something
feelings for that. Yeah,
something about all of these games that are on the last gen console. I
yeah,
feel bad for anyone that still has to use that console.
yeah. I'm the same way. Because we're gonna tell a little story before we continue. Me and Ari, we downloaded Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, and it's a little bit better. It's a little bit smaller storage on the PlayStation 4 version. So me and him downloaded the PlayStation 4 version, and it ran rough. Like the frame rates were fine, but like the texture loading was horrible. Like I was playing as Woods. Um, if you guys know Black Ops 1 and 2, you guys know who Woods is. He's always teamed up with Mason. I was playing as this character, and then the load, like the menu screen where you can like choose like what game modes you want to be in and stuff. It was rough. Like his texture didn't load in all the way. It felt like a worse version of like the Final Fantasy VII remake on PS4, where if you run through the towns too fast, like the NPCs like textures are not loaded in all the way. Like you see their faces and stuff, but like their clothes are like not loaded in all the way. That's how Woods felt. Like his face looked fine a little bit, but like his clothes were like you couldn't make out any kind of details. I was like, yikes. And then as we was playing zombies modes, and the textures on like the rocks, the ground, and it's like you can tell that last gen took a major hit on like the visualization for the game. I was like, man, this is rough. It's like I miss the Cold War on PS5, so yeah. Um, a lot of people don't want to believe me that last gen's not holding enough. It ain't holding back games. Yeah, it is. Trust me. If if developers don't have to worry about the freaking last gen consoles when they're developing the game, they can just focus on next gen only or current gen, excuse me, on the PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series or PC, a higher end PC that's better than the last gen consoles. Then you're looking at developers taking a better, like, more advantage of the new hardware. Yeah, last gen is very rough. Yeah, 9. I absolutely agree. Um, it's just like I know Horizon Forbidden West. I watched somebody play that on PS4. It didn't look bad. And it was pretty smooth experience for them. But like a lot of these games are like they don't look good on PS4. Like they're being rough. Like I saw like Ari sent me screens of remember how we had Dying Light 2 when it first came out, and you started having like comparison like it's videos, and I watched like a very little bit, and the character models alone on the PlayStation 4 version was rough. It it looked fine, but you can tell they really had to downscale it. It didn't look that good. Like even the characters' faces were low res, but the PlayStation 5 version, like I was like, wow, what a big difference. Like it's like man, it's just I can't wait till game developers like Insomniac. I am so thankful they're like the one of the first PlayStation studios to say, you know what? I hope you guys enjoy Miles Morales. That's our last cross-gen game. There's Ratchet and Clank. We got Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine. They're coming out for PS5. So, like, man, Insomniac making that jump. Square Enix is making that jump as well. Like, Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 is PS5. Final Fantasy 16 is PS5. You know, Square Enix is starting to take that step. I am now convinced we will see Remake 2. Yeah, you know, since we're on that topic, let's transition over to Part 2. Okay, when I made my video this morning, I did not like look at all the tweets by all the marketing guys, like all the voice actors, but I just saw like when Nomura's posted, right? Nomura, and they had the little picture, which I wish I can showcase the logos. That logo looks badass. The 25th anniversary logo with Sephiroth has this black wing like kind of wrapped around Zack and Cloud, and like they colored the logo. It looks super sick. Like, if you guys haven't checked that out, go look under the main Twitter page at Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's on there. It looks super sick. But yeah, get back to my video I made this morning. And like, I was like 50-50 on Part 2 being shown. I don't really like to hype myself up. I've done that before. I've been burnt by Square Enix again and again with Final Fantasy 16 or possibly like Remake Part 2 like news and stuff. So like, what I mean by 50-50, I guarantee we're going to see Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis. We're going to see First Soldier. They're probably going to show like a minute clip. Or maybe just like talk about for like a minute about like what's coming for Season 3. What we have available for that. Ever Crisis, we'll see a trailer or release date. You know what? There's a lot of talk going out there now. I'm hearing or reading that Square Enix is possibly going to shadow drop Ever Crisis on probably on the 16th. So they're probably going to shadow drop it. Say, here we go, guys, it's available. If they don't, it'll be out within the next month or two, guaranteed. Another thing I want to see, they're going to probably talk about real quick. They'll probably do like a quick trailer, about a minute or two trailers showing off the back-to-back, what Final Bar Line is, and everybody thinks it's a rhythm game. Final Fantasy VII Future, just like the Kingdom Hearts mobile rhythm game that came out. And Labyrinth Strikers, what in the world is Labyrinth Strikers? I have no idea. It sounds like to me it sounds like a fighting game. Like, or something that's Final Fantasy VII related, but what the heck is there a labyrinth in Final Fantasy VII? Is there? The only labyrinth I know is maybe the Temple of the Ancients, but again, I know they could be games. I'm just throwing it out there. Hell, you know what? Labyrinth Strikers could be a freaking animated code name for Final Fantasy VII. You know, some of those code names they trademarked are just I don't know. We'll see. But get back to the elephant in the room. Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2. Everybody and their mother is hyping this game up. They're not hyping the game up. They're hyping the event. They're like saying, hey, it says, do not miss this. On the Final Fantasy VII Remake Facebook page, they're telling everybody, please, co-stream this game. Get your reaction videos ready. You know, your reactions ready up for upload. And please be excited. If that's not an indication of something big is going to be shown at the event, even though it's only 10 minutes long, I don't know. The only big thing they can announce to get people to have a reaction video that Square wants to see, it's got to be Part 2, right? Gotta be. But, again, I don't like to overhype myself, get too excited. If it happens, I'm going to lose my crap. I'm going to lose my shit. I am definitely going to be like one of those people just going to freak out and say, oh my goodness, like, it's real. It's like Part 2. Like, are we going to get any, like, more information in 2023? Like, are they going to say something about it? Like, where's the story heading? It's like, you know, anything. But I'm gonna live stream it. It's at 6 o'clock at night on June 16th. Eastern Standard Time, 10 minutes long. I'm gonna live stream it, probably record it over my phone. That's the only way I can do it. I can't do it on PlayStation 5, sadly. And I will upload my reaction to what they show in 10 minutes. Of course, on my YouTube channel at J19 with a space, Shugs, SHUGZ 89. Of course, you guys know that if you're watching this live, or catch me at a later date. But of course, if we have a trailer for Remake Part 2, I'm gonna react to it, of course, live. I'll probably do a breakdown video of what we see, or what I think is gonna go, what is happening, if there's anything in it. If it's just a little teaser, they showcase the title, the name of the game. Like, if I don't think they're gonna change the logo much. It's gonna still have the meteor. I expect that. That's not gonna change. They might make it a little bit more fancier look. Are they gonna call it Remake Part 2? Like Final Fantasy VII Remake 2? They could. They can call it Reunion, Rebirth, you name it. What, or United? Union? I don't know. That's where I'm heading. Am I excited for the 16th of June? Absolutely. Am I expecting Remake Part 2 to be 1000% there? 50-50. 50-50 chance. I know everybody's hyping up. They got Air's voice actor. They got the German voice actor for Zack. He's hyping up. One of the marketing guys, or the senior marketing, I forgot his name was, but even he says, in capital letters, it says, "Do not miss this." So it's like, okay, Square, are you playing with my feelings? Or are you just trolling us? You want us to have reaction videos like we've been trolled before? You guys remember the meme where everybody thought it was going to be a remake, right, being announced at the 2014 event. And no, it was, we ported over Final Fantasy VII OG over the PlayStation 4. You know how people reacted to that, so. And of course, I've been burnt out many times with Final Fantasy 16, expecting it to show up. And over a year and a half, it didn't, but it did. So, that's my take. Ari, I'm going to let you have the floor for what do you expect at the Final Fantasy VII 25th anniversary stream on June 16th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
I mean, hoping for a little more news on Part 2, but you know, we all know how Square Enix is on actually delivering anything.
Yeah, and that's absolutely true. And everybody went into the Kingdom. I'm gonna say this as an example somebody used that nobody expected anything at the Kingdom Hearts event, right? They celebrated the 20th anniversary a month or two ago. It might have been 2 months ago. And what they do? They shadow drop a review trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4, even though it was on the leak. So it was on that major leak months and months ago. And people just kind of said, "Oh, there's no way. Kingdom Hearts 4 is not in development. It's not happening. We know what happened to Kingdom Hearts 3. It's been years before you heard anything on it." And we got Kingdom Hearts 4 review trailer. And Square, I can hear the Shinra theme playing in the background, looking at Shinra, not Shinra HQ, but Square Enix HQ, just playing and said, what are they planning? Where are they scheming? Because they're trying to get everybody to co-stream it's like Square, if this Remake Part 2, congrats. You got everybody and their mother excited. But yeah, that's one thing I'm excited for. Well, I'm also excited for, we're going to move on to the next thing. There's a couple events before the 16th. And one of them I'm going to be interested in seeing is Xbox to showcase with Bethesda. And Xbox has stated that in their quarterly, the physical year, that they plan to have was it physical thing, or they felt really confident that they're gonna have five games. It's gonna boost their physical year, and I'm like, okay, Xbox, you're confident. Let's see what you got working on. I'm excited. I can't wait. But the main thing I'm looking forward to, the Xbox showcase, is 95 minutes long. It is going to be the Starfield gameplay. I want to see how it looks, how it feels. Um, if it looks interesting, I'm interested in it. But like, I'm hearing things like it's kind of like Skyrim, but you're in space. I like Skyrim, so it's like show me the gameplay, show me some games that's gonna hype us up, get us excited. Because let's face it, Xbox has been kind of quiet. You know, they've been supportive of their fans, and they got they got Game Pass, which is great. You know, once in a while they'll offer like members like $1 for here's $1 just to cost you $1 just for Game Pass. Like here you go for being a supported member of Game Pass, which is great. And let's face it, Game Pass has got a very good library of like backwards compatibility for their games. But yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. I'll let Ari take over for the Xbox showcase, and then we'll move on to the next one.
So I also want to see the gameplay for Starfield,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm also hoping to see the next Elder Scrolls game.
Ooh. Elder Scrolls 6. Imagine if they re-revealed that.
Well, so far all we have on it is, all we have on it now is a name. So
name, and they had that little teaser CGI thing, but I don't know if you want to trust that.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm hearing about that is the team that's supposed to be working on Elder Scrolls 6 is actually working on Starfield right now. I mean, if depends how into 2023 Starfield's been delayed. I have to look at the dates if they gave us any.
I think it's towards the beginning.
Towards the beginning, okay. Let me look at it real quick. Starfield. Okay. Come on. Oh, see. It just says 20. Okay. It's pushed back to the launch of Starfield to the first half of 2023. So within the first 6 months. Be careful, Starfield. You don't want to launch near Resident Evil 4 Remake, Dead Space Remake, Final Fantasy 16. So you gotta watch out. And I think Breath of the Wild 2 is coming out early in the first half of 2023. So yeah, you have to pick a month or a couple weeks away from the other titles.
I don't know. I think it'll be fine, just because from what I can tell online, it's got as much hype behind it as Elden Ring did. So
well, that's good. And then 9 also, he's totally convinced, like, by all the devs and voice actors and stuff like that, he's totally convinced that Part 2 is going to be at the 16th. A lot of people are confirmed, like, a lot of fans are confirming Part 2. It's like, well, I know you guys are hyped, but let's not confirm it. Yeah, it's not like Nomura came out and says, oh, by the way, Part 2 is going to be revealed at the 16th event. But yeah, going back to Starfield. And Elder Scrolls 6. What I'm hearing is they want to finish up Starfield first, then they're going to continue whatever work they started on Elder Scrolls 6. So, depends on how far Starfield is into 2023 early. They might not be able to start working on Elder Scrolls 6 until maybe the middle of next year. Alright, I'll show you guys my stats a little bit. Let's see. The next one we got is... Oh no, I lost my space right here. Next thing we got is the Capcom showcase, which I am very interested in that. If I can pull up the tweet. Hang on 1 second. Let's see, Resident Evil. They posted on, I know they posted on this. Hang on. Maybe they didn't. I thought they did. Okay, I want to see their post, not everybody else's post. And let me go back. This ain't working. Let's go to Capcom. Okay, see, it's going to be 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So around 35 minutes of news and in-depth updates on previous announced Capcom games. So no new announcements, no new reviews according to their post here, which can be a little bit of a, which a lot of people say, oh no, they're not going to showcase something new. Well, they got a lot to showcase. Let's go here. Give me a second, chat. I need to see what they're going to show off here. I guess except the cookies. You're not going to show me. Let's see. I just want the list of games. Next post. Yikes. Not what I wanted. Okay, well, what I can say right off the bat is we're gonna see Resident Evil 4 Remake, a fresh look. That was just like a little teaser, 2-minute trailer they showed at the State of Play. They have more to show, and I'm hearing gameplay, which is gonna be really excited. That's one of my games I'm really hyped for, especially for 2023. Another thing I'm interested in is, I think on that list they have Resident Evil 8 story DLC. They're gonna since Village has already been out, the DLC that's probably figured, oh, it's already for an already previously announced game. So that's what I'm hearing. I wish I had the official list. And I know one thing that's gonna be there. It's gonna be which makes sense. Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. They're gonna have probably the launch trailer, and they're gonna probably have it's a 35-minute showcase. They'll probably have they'll probably have 10 minutes of Monster Hunter Rise talking about the launch trailer. They're probably going to show off talk about the new monsters real quick, maybe a couple updates if they have any on it, and then here you go, the game Sunbreak's launching I think towards the end of this month, I think. So we got that. So I'm excited about the Capcom showcase. I'm not interested in Monster Hunter Rise. I want to see Resident Evil 8 Village DLC. I want to see what they have to offer. And Resident Evil 4 have a new look. As I said before, the original RE4, I do own it. I haven't played it yet, but I don't know. I want to try to go play it, but I got to thinking well, I'm not. It doesn't appeal to me, but Remake does. Remake is more horror focused. It's got the atmosphere. It's more grounded. It's like a Resident Evil 2 remake feeling for the Resident Evil 4 remake, and that's what's really got me excited, and really hyped. So, Ari, what do you think of the Capcom showcase? Is there anything you're interested in seeing at that showcase?
I'm hoping the DLC for Monster Hunter is actually better than the game itself.
I hope.
Want to see more on Resident Evil 4, and I don't know, it would be nice to see the DLC for Resident Evil 8.
For sure. That for sure. I would love to see where are they taking the DLC? Because it's 4 options or 5 options. I can't keep track. Everybody's saying, well, it could be this, could be that, could be these, could be those. It's let's just wait and see what Capcom has to showcase, because it could be any of those. And you said Monster Hunter Rise, right? You're interested in seeing that in Resident Evil 4?
Yeah. So far, what we have on Resident Evil 4, it looks good. so far.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely am interested in that. And if they show gameplay and I'm like really completely sold, I'm pre-ordering it. I already pre-ordered the. Oh, we got sidetracked again. Oops. We're supposed to be talking about the Summer Games Fest. Let's go back. But we're interested in no showcases, so we got those out of the way. Let's go back to the Summer Games Fest. Okay, we got Bloopers Team's Layers of Fear, which is coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and X, and PC. That's another horror game. I'm seeing a trend.
Yeah. About half of the games there could be confused for the next Dead Space.
Right? It's like, wow. Um, what else we got? Oh, okay. The good news is for Summer Games Fest, we'll say this right away. For all those wondering, hey, Summer Games Fest yeah, it's gonna be back. And Jeff Keighley had to say this. He said the next year's Summer Games Fest will be in person, so they're gonna have live audience again. So that's interesting. And speaking of gaming news, E3 has posted that they are indeed back for next year. So it's like, okay, E3, are you back? Are you gone? Are you dead? Are you alive? It's like, what are we doing here? I mean, so I bet a lot of developers and studios, I'm like, come on, E3, what are you doing? Are we come back? Are we going to be going towards your thing? Are we all going to ship over to like the Summer Games, have our own events? Like, I think eventually developers and studios are just going to say, why even bother? It's like, it's too much of a 50-50 shot being able to be there, that's got to be hard for like the planning team, the team that's got to plan all this. It's like they got planned. We're all gonna go at E3, and we got this all set up. But like, oh no, like last minute, it's like E3 goes, yep, we're not gonna be there. It's like, shoot, now we got to reschedule everything and get a showcase together. It's like it's got to be a lot of stress and pressure on them, We got. There's a few things I didn't see. Like there's a 10 years after its review, sci-fi game Routine has returned as a Xbox exclusive. Ari, I know that when you saw this gameplay footage, you were excited. You said, "All right, I'm getting this on Game Pass day one."
I'm looking up the trailer right now because there's so many games I forgot half of them.
Yeah. Soon as we get back to that, we have the Goal game review and new Street Fighter 6 gameplay. He's a slick back. He likes to comb his hair after he defeated Ryu, and I thought it was unique. I'm not big into street fighting games or fighting games in general. They look cool, but like, it's not for me. Like, I get hot and sweaty, and it's just like mashing buttons. I don't know any combos. It's like it's not for me. I'm getting too stressed playing the game. So like it's fun for a little while, but it's not for me. It's like I'm just not a big fighting game. The X StarCraft devs revealed a new RTX Stormgate. It looked interesting in the CGI, and they said it's just like what they say it's going to be. Some kind of gameplay type of game. I'm not quite sure. I don't remember, but it looked interesting. But then again, it's probably not my type of game. Saints Row character creator demo is available now, so you can create your character on the Saints Row demo. Which will look unique. You can create anything you want. So that was interesting. That was Steve Silver's appearance at the Summer Games, because guess what made fun of Dead Island 2 again? It was Goat Simulator. So they skipped Goat Simulator 2 and made Goat Simulator 3 with the same exact review trailer, Dead Island 2. I was like, what the hell is this? It had like electrified goats, and it had a guy like running, and he has his like music on and stuff.
That was good. That was good.
That was hilarious. Again, it's another making fun of Deep Silver's promise of Dead Island 2 is still alive. That was hilarious. Oh, we also got a PlayStation Superman actor reprises his role in the Marvel's Midnight Suns.
Oh, and I did watch the trailer.
Oh, did you? All right, what'd you think of the routine?
Again, it's another game that looks a lot like Dead Space.
That's the running theme, folks.
Although it looks like it's going to be like the original game where you know, where you like run from everything and you don't really fight anything. So
right, yeah. Then we got Saints Row. I talked about that. Oh yeah. Oh, Marvel's Midnight Suns gets a October release date, so it's coming out this year. We got former BioWare's boss Nightingale reveal. I'm not sure what that looked like. Trying to think what it could be. Because I don't remember. Oh, I'm being summoned. Oh no, not summoned, but attacked. That's funny just to smack enemies around. What else we got on the agenda while I'm running away from the enemies? Oh, we got... Okay, let's talk about one of the highlights. Me and Ari both like this game. We both probably want to get it. It's Callisto Protocol. Now, we already seen the re-review trailer a while back at the State of Play, right? I think it was. Yeah, State of Play. So, what do you think of the gameplay they showed off?
Honestly, like it looked good, and I for sure will be getting that. Like,
for sure.
I don't know, some of the abilities and also what they showed yesterday with what was it, the new gun? I think it was.
Yeah, the gravity gun. Yeah. That was unique as crap.
That was cool.
The gameplay, like the atmosphere, and like it gave me heavy Dead Space vibes again. Of course, because some of the former devs are working on it of Dead Space, and the gameplay was impressive. Like the death animations are really vicious, brutal. Like if you're squeamish for like of that kind of stuff, I wouldn't advise you playing the game or even watching the trailer because it was pretty graphic yesterday. He said, this has even more blood and gore in it, so enjoy. And the gameplay was interesting. The bad guys, like the zombie, I don't know, creatures, whatever you want to call them, like the infected, they were like menacing, they were terrifying, especially like just like the detail of like the ray tracing, and like the ray tracing like reflecting off the blood, like the lighting. Oh, that was sick. So that was one of the highlights. Same with Modern Warfare 2. The 8 minutes of gameplay, fantastic. Am I interested in it? A little bit. I'm not big into Call of Duty anymore. But the ray tracing, the way I said, like all the details they put in the game is freaking-tastic. They put a lot of effort into it, and I appreciate that. So definitely got a lot of games to get this year. I'm really excited. Why I take down this guy right here and sneak up on this guy real quick. Eat my lead. Oh. And take out this guy with my magic to showcase a little bit of my powers. Get right, son. Okay, now where are we at right now? Oh, we got... Alright, I think we are down to... Oh, yeah. I can't forget about this. Alright, Ari. We had the official gameplay look at one of the locations in Cuphead, the DLC. So what do you think of that thing?
I don't think I saw it. I just saw that they announced it. They announced the DLC and the event.
Yeah, go look at the trailer. It's interesting. It's a challenging game. It's pretty challenging. Um, and to find out, we do have news about the DLC. That DLC is only $8, by the way, for Cuphead. A lot of people said, no way, I thought it was going to be like a $30 thing. No, it's only $8. Which is pretty freaking cool. Even though I'm not into Cuphead, it's interesting art style and stuff. It reminds me back when I used to watch cartoons. Back in my day. So I thought that's pretty good. I thought that's pretty neat.
It looks cool.
Yeah, definitely.
That's actually not bad for how much it costs.
Right? Like, I was shocked by how much it cost. Definitely surprised the crap out of me. Let's see, what else we got on this list? I think the first trailer for Flashback 2, I'm trying to think what that is. Shoot, what's Flashback? I'm drawing a blank. Shoot. I know I missed some of these things. Because I was gone the last 15 minutes or so. Again, overall, the Summer Games Fest was it's a space horror aspect or sci-fi horror themed. They had like Cuphead DLC, they had Saints Row, they had Goat Simulator 3 making fun of Dead Island 2 again, or Dead Island as a whole. That was funny. The Rock, we can't forget this. The Rock was there. Dwayne Johnson, he had a little message about he's thanking everybody that he's a part of it. He had his Black Adam. We saw a trailer for it, which looked pretty good. I might get it, might take a look at it. 'Cause I do like Dwayne Johnson's movies. He's pretty good at them. So I saw a trailer of that, and he's also the foundation. Me and Ari first learned that he's also the foundation for Fortnite. So called the Foundation of Fortnite. So that was pretty neat. You're right, son. Anyways, let's move on to the final part of the game show, which, unfortunately, Sony made a boo-boo. Somebody at the PlayStation, whoever's handling like not the blog, but like the PlayStation's like the PS Direct, they made a little boo-boo. I'm sure everybody knows this by now. It was leaked like an hour and a half before Summer Games Fest, and all Jeff Keighley had to say was, "Yeah, shrugging emotes up." No, it's like, oops, I guess I got spoiled. But it's a little bit of backlash going on because everybody's complaining about the price for a remake. There we go again, right? Remakes don't deserve a $70 fee, even if it is AAA, and yada yada yada. That's one of my rants. We'll get on my ranting after this, but back to the highlight of yesterday. The Last of Us remake is real. The trailer is freaking phenomenal. The game looks great. I can't wait to see more like later on down the road, like weeks leading up to launch, which is launching September 2nd of this year, by the way. So bam, right off the nose, we got a big heavy hitter remake coming out this year, and the leaks were true, the rumors were true, and yeah, it was exciting. Man, it's been 2 years since the launch of The Last of Us Part 2, and it's been 9 years since The Last of Us launched on the PlayStation 3. And they both came out in June, so How about that timing, right? So yeah. So Ari, what was your thoughts on the leaked Last of Us remake? I know you probably found out before I did. He's like, oh yeah, I knew about that. What was your thoughts as you checked out the trailer, if you did, and what was your thoughts on them remaking The Last of Us?
As far as the graphics, it looked good, but I feel like they don't need a remaster and a remake within, just this many years. I feel like they should have thought about that a little more.
Yeah, yeah, I see what people are talking about because, and that's the whole kit and caboodle. I had an argument with people. It's like, you know what? They built it from the ground up, and people are complaining about the price. They said it should be only like a $10 to $20, upgrade. They should build upgrade the PS4 remaster to the PS5 remake because a lot of people are still sticking to their guns that the remaster and remake do not look any different. They still think they all look similar. Like there's no fidelity. There's like no difference. Like people said, I am not going to buy this game for $70 for just a tiny bit of improvement, and they're putting their foot down. So it's like, you know what? If you don't like the remake, don't buy it. I played about 10 to 15 hours of The Last of Us Remastered. And it's a fantastic game. For some reason I put it down, I got busy with other things. And of course my life got busy. I was gonna pick it back up, but something tells me, you know what? Let's wait. Let's wait. I know the ending because, of course, I looked at the ending and stuff because I want to get ready for part 2 when that came out 2 years ago. I said I was going to go in here with fresh eyes and play The Last of Us Part 2. I'm not going to be all, Joel Miller is a superhero, he's a good guy. And I said, you know what, let's just see how the story plays out. But yeah, so The Last of Us remake. Started hearing rumors, some leaks. I watched a video about some leaks. I don't know if I really want to go in details today. But anyways, and I just say, let me hold off. I got so excited. Game looks fantastic. If it's gonna have the same feel like The Last of Us Part 2, like as far as gameplay and stuff, as Neil Druckmann said so, I pre-ordered it. I pre-ordered the Firefly Edition, which is $100, and they sold out shortly after. So a lot of people saying that's scalpers. So I said, well, if scalpers got it all, then apparently I beat out a scalper. But hey, I'm interested. If it go well with my The Last of Us Part 2, you guys want proof? Here it is, my special edition. Bought this, pre-ordered it. Of course, the place I pre-ordered from, Walmart, they didn't have any of these in stock. So for pre-orders, they delayed it by a good week. So everybody's playing the game. I want to play along with other people, and yeah, I'm gonna put that right next to my Last of Us remake, Firefly Edition, with the steelbook case and whatnot. I'm gonna put it right next to it. That's my collection. So I'm excited for that. So yeah, I understand why some people don't want to buy it. They bought the game twice. I didn't buy it. It came free for the PlayStation Plus collection. So me just buying a remake, it's just like me buying a game for the first time. So I kind of told people off. It's like, you know what? It's like, if you don't like it, nobody's forcing you to buy it. It's like, if you're a The Last of Us hater, that's fine. Don't waste your time and energy on the internet just complaining on about the price. It's like, that's not changing. Naughty Dog's not going to please you. Yes, you want to complain about it's fine, but don't just keep going on. You're dragging people down. It's like, you know what? Nobody's forcing your hand. Nobody's forcing your hand to play, let's say, Final Fantasy VII Remake. If you don't like their marketing, this is my rant. I'm going to finish this off right now. I know some people, I'm not going to name names because it's not nice. And I run to some people who are just they think that Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 should be revealed right now. It's like, why are they not revealing it? It's like, they don't care. It's not going to be shown off. They want to be negative Nancy. Or they just don't like, it's like, if you don't like them splitting up the game, you don't like the way the game is, it's like, The original game is still there. You can play on Switch, Xbox, PlayStation, PC, on your phone, on your tablet, on the go, on your Steam Deck. The original's still there. If you don't like the outdated graphics, well, guess what? Square Enix is going to save your life. There's a game called Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis. It's a mobile game, so play on your tablet, play on your mobile game, mobile phone. And yes, it's an episodic. They're going to come up with a chapter each month. But if you want Final Fantasy VII Remake without the BS ending and they changed things, the gameplay sucks, well, it's turn-based. Guess what, guys? It's right there. When that launches, go play that. Is it going to look a little different? Yeah, it's a mobile game type feel, but have at it. I'm going to play it. I want to deep dive in lore. I want to play Before Crisis, Crisis Core, First Soldier, Final Fantasy VII again. Advent Children. There's your service, so I'm playing it for lore's perspectives. There's a couple of them I didn't play. And I want to see what First Soldier's all about. So, anyways, rant's over. Do not force you to buy these games. You can rant a little bit, but just don't be negative Nancy and bring people down with it. Just stop. Just enjoy the games you like to enjoy. Let's have a wonderful conversation. And let me know in the comments below what you guys think of Last of Us Remake and Final Fantasy VII Remake being split up. Let's talk about it. Let's be civil about it. Because, again, it's getting to the point where I don't like to mention these games because I mentioned even Final Fantasy 16. I mentioned some things that they could tweak, like the UI, or I'm having little issues with, like I want to see how we saw combat snippets, within the 3-minute trailer, which is fine. We got some UI and see how the game plays, but like I still want to see how the icon fights, like. Are they like a fighting game style? It's like, what's going on? How's everything going to control? It's normal for me. And when I mention that, I get backlash, like, especially on Discord. So it's like, you know what? I'm not mentioning 16. I'm not going to mention Last of Us Remake. And sometimes I don't like talking about Remake anymore because there's some people just kind of butthurt over it. It's like, get over yourself. It's not about you. It's about playing games, having fun, be with your friends, and just talk to people. Just have fun and see what kind of games they're into. It's like, cool, I'm not into it, but I'm glad you are, and just be civil about it. It's not that hard. Like, there's still people doing the console wars. Yes, I tease. I say, PlayStation 1 again. I have fun with it. I don't care. Resident Evil 4 Remake is coming to Xbox. It's coming to PC. The Last of Us Remake's coming to PC eventually. Cool. I'm not negative Nancy. I'm not these fanboys that gonna cry, oh no, Spider-Man's on PC. Wow. I'm not like that. Cool. Sony's gonna make money. They're gonna get PC gamers playing their games and say, you know what Sony's doing right now? They're getting PC gamers to go, man, these are the games I'm missing out. It's like, dude, I gotta get a PS5. Dude, I want to play the next one day one, or like hopefully they release it to PC so I can play again. Like, get them hyped, get them excited. Just like Game Pass, right? Game Pass on PC. People on PC can play Xbox games day one. I think. I know the Game Pass on both console and PC is a little different. I think
It's the same now.
Is it?
Ever since Windows 11, they changed it so Game Pass is the same on both.
Bingo. Okay.
And they also made it where you don't have to pay $15 a month to get all the games. You can get $10 a month, or you can pay $10 a month and you get all the games now.
Oh, there you go. Anyone had questions out there about Game Pass being different between PC and console? Not anymore. That's great. For a while there it was, and I was like, what? What, really? It's like, but Microsoft say, you know what, Windows 11, we got this. So they did. But yeah, anyways, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, the Last of Us Remake, and anyways, So, are you planning on getting the Last of Us remake or no?
I might when it's on sale, but as you know, I bought the game when it originally came out, and I bought the remaster, so
Yeah,
I'm waiting for a sale this time.
right. I'm gonna turn my fan on a little. Whew. Hope you guys can't hear it. But I'm getting a little hot. It's a little warm in my room. I'm getting heated when I did my rant. It happens. But yeah, I'm just really super excited. Really super excited about that. Let's see. There's not a whole lot of other gaming news. Oh, the big one. The big one about today. Again, it's going to bring up in our rant section. I apologize in advance, but let's first talk about it. I'll rant a little, and then I'll let Ari have the floor first before I rant. Early today, we have more confirmation from Jason Schreier. He talked to one of the people who are actually like working on the game or firsthand. Like he actually reconfirmed it this morning again, and with an article explaining what's going on. There are some talks that Santa Monica is working hard. They are polishing this game up. It still needs a little more polish, but they're gonna have it ready in November. The game's released in November, and guess what? That's not all. I'm telling you guys from the get-go, God of War Ragnarok is coming out in 2022. Nobody wants to freaking believe me. They keep on saying this game's going to be delayed. We haven't seen anything since last year or early this year. Yada yada. Santa Monica's not, just throwing win at us and say, oh, it's coming out this year. It's like, we heard that before and it gets delayed. Sorry, folks. Here's another new flash for you. In that article, there's also a hint and talk that Sony's going to have a state of play again towards the end of this month. And guess what? It's going to be focused on God of War. You're going to see God of War like deep dive on that and the state of play on its own. It's going to have a release date. And you know what? I wouldn't be shocked if they had pre-orders sometime soon. So that's my rant. So, Ari, how do you feel about this God of War Ragnarok news from Jason Schreier, the article about the teams polishing up the game? They know how much pressure is on since God of War 2018 sold 20 plus million copies, which is impressive. So, how do you feel with that? How do you feel about the November release?
I mean, the release, that's fine. I just hope we actually get it this year.
Yeah. Talk about close call, right? Just like 2 months away.
I hope they don't. I hope they don't pull another Square Enix and, delay it again.
Yeah, and that's what a lot of people are just like, they just keep going on and on. It's like, you guys just want every game in 2023. It's like, you want Forspoken in 2023, you guys don't want this in 2020, you want this in 2023. It's like, do you want 2023 to be so freaking full that only rich people can buy all the games that's going to be on there? Like, I would rather space things out a little bit, I don't want to have it, Ari, where the first 6 months we got 2 games coming out each month, There's 140, 140, 140, 100, you know what I mean? I can't afford that. I rather space things out, so if I see a game I want, day one, I'm buying it. So like the Last of Us Remake. Expect me to stream that day one when I get it. Same with God of War Ragnarok. Forspoken, that's still up in the air. That's supposed to be out this year. It's been rated. It's got a box art. The game's the way we know it's good to go for October 11th release, but I want to see the game again when it's closer to launch. Now I'm gonna make my decision. That's the deal. Am I interested? Absolutely. But it's the same team that made Final Fantasy 15. The open world don't seem very interactive. It's like more like 15 style, but in that world. Gameplay looks a lot going on. You're fighting some unique creatures and stuff, and she's got incredible powers. I think the story is going to be pretty good. Sony, speaking of, I'm hearing and talking to people. and I don't know if it's true or not, but it seems like Sony bought 2 years exclusive deal. But here's the story behind this. I'm hearing the reason why is like because it's crunch time. Like just they're having a little struggle with the development, so like they had to delay it right by what 7 8 months. I think 5 months, at least 5 months. Um, so the first year exclusive deal is almost up. So it's working on the second year. I think that's the reason why that people saying that I'm talking to, they said that for spoken reasons why Sony bought 2 years exclusive deals, they realized that the game they need a lot of funding. Like Square Enix needs a lot of funding from Sony. That's what exclusive deals are. Like Sony buys exclusive deals. Say, hey, we'll put it on our platform. We'll give you some money to help fund the game because we want you to put it on our platform. So that's what's going on. They're in crunch mode. They're going to try to hit the October 11th release. I think they will, but I just hope that when I see the game again, it's going to sold me. Whereas right now, I'm 50-50. Am I excited? Yes, but so Ari, what do you think of Forspoken and the situation?
As far as what we saw in the trailer, I don't know, a few months ago,
Yeah.
it looked good, but again, it has a chance of the same issues that Final Fantasy 15 had, and that game had nothing to do.
Right, other than doing hunts, right? And you're just on the road with your bros, right?
Yeah.
Which I didn't mind that. I don't mind like the character moments with the bros, but yeah. There are some gameplay clips from if you go to like Game Informer YouTube and look up Forspoken. They do have like 2 or 3 gameplay segments. Um, 'Cause I know we saw the trailer, but they was able to cover Forspoken a while back. And they posted a few videos. I know I posted it in the chat, but yeah. Forspoken is like one of those things that you just wanna. I'll wait and see when it gets closer to launch how it feels. May Since Sony's got exclusive rights, I wouldn't be surprised that if Sony's writing a lot of money on this, like which they are. You know, this is one of Square. You know what's funny about Square Enix? They are writing the physical year of 2022 with Forspoken. That's how confident they feel. It's like 16 ain't ready. We could push hurry up and tell Yoshi P to push this game out or just or just patch it up as we go. Because we gotta make a deadline, right? We wanna make a physical year goals, right? So Forspoken is Square Enix risky bet. Forspoken's gonna do well. Sony's got a lot of money into it. They think it's gonna do well. I'm pretty sure that that's gonna get a state of play on its own as it gets closer to October. So I wouldn't be surprised if like September we get the Last of Us remake, September 2nd, like later on that month, maybe in the middle, we get or maybe not. The state of play, forget that. The PlayStation event. Everybody's saying that Sony's planning a PlayStation event again in September. So Forspoken would be definitely there. Um, so, anyways, that's what's going on. Um, is there anything else you're hearing in the gaming news world that we haven't covered tonight?
No.
Not that I can think of? Okay. I know there was a event on today, but I haven't heard anyone like talk about it. Let me look at the Summer Games chats real quick. Not there. We got. Okay, no console wars. Okay, there's nothing there. Nothing there. So, I thought it was a different game somebody posted, but no, yeah, But yeah, I think guys, we're just gonna end it here. I want to thank you guys for stopping by. If you checked in, I know Nine was here. I know there's a couple of you who were just lurking and watching. I thank you guys for showing up. And those of you who are checking out my J19's gaming podcast stream, I thank you guys for showing up. I know we had a little bit of technical issues, of course, with me trying to get everything set up. That's how limited I am on PlayStation 5. Hopefully, when I get a PC down the road, it's going to be a while yet. Everything will be a lot better. But until then, hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below about everything we talked about earlier today. Your thoughts on all the showcases, what you guys are excited about, what you guys think of the Summer Games Fest. As always, hope you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful night. Keep on keeping on. Like, subscribe if you guys want more content, more gaming podcasts, streams by me, your host, J19. Be safe out there. Be nice to each other. You guys, thank you guys for love and support as always. Drop a like, share with your friends, and God bless you guys. And I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Take it easy. I'll catch you guys later.